the image presented, and it is inspired by the Banawi Rice Terraces, and this is where its construction, its science part, or the architecture and science is being implied, because as you can see, it is angled, and vegetated facades are put into consideration, because for the sole reason of it'll shield the sun. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, since this was created way back 1984. So it has an energy saving design because of its north to south orientation for its optimal lighting, and slanted window. So yeah, it is presented there that it features a slanted window to minimize its glare. So this is where sustainable practices is being put into consideration when it comes to in terms of its architectural design. So yeah, that's how science is being considered in this, or in the engineering part is being considered in this structure. So the next would be the architecture and context. So it reflects to as presented there, it reflects to the social, cultural, and spiritual beliefs. So it just referred to when a building is connected, it has to be connected to its environment, but still it has to stand out. So it just refers to how a building would connect its environment. So yep, how its environment is being put into consideration when you're designing a specific structure, when the structures are being designed. So its examples includes the Jewish Museum. So the Jewish Museum is designed by architect Daniel Libeskind, and it is located in Berlin, Germany. So as you can see, it is lacerated, it is mangled, so it is like hacked with multiple blows. So it has a lot of cuts, and it's if when you look at it, you'd feel like it's something cold, or the building is the vibe of the building is sort of, we could say, off. So the architect wants to wants the visitors, or the visitors of the museum to experience the horrifying effects of the Holocaust on both the Jewish culture and the city of Berlin. So there is this specific event that that is being narrated in this behind this design concept. So it is the Holocaust that happened way back in the Berlin. So as we can see, the social event that happened, or this that is being applied in this architectural design, in which they consider this event in creating this specific structure, which involves the architecture and context, in which the connection of the building or the structure to where it is being constructed or being built. So yep, and the another structure is the Louvre Museum, which is located also in the Paris, France, and is the world's largest museum. So it is designed by multiple architects throughout the years, actually it's been centuries because it is created. The museum is created way back on the 12th century, which is it's not actually made to be, it's not actually intended as a museum. It is a fortress to protect Paris way back from Western attacks, because the wars has been going way back. So as time goes by, it is utilized or being opened as a museum. So as what it is today, a museum, a Paris museum. It is, as we all know, or as far as I can tell, it is home of some of the most iconic artworks around the world. It just not tells about the history of France, but it's also like a blueprint of their entire culture, because this specific museum features a lot of artwork about France that tells about their history, their culture, and their tradition. So it is, as I said earlier, it is home of the most iconic, some of the most iconic artworks around the world, and one of this artwork is the Mona Lisa. So yeah, I know we all know Mona Lisa. So it is where the context is being the context or the environment is being considered in terms of its architectural design, because as I say earlier, it is the structure is connected to its surroundings, to not just in social, but of course in also traditional and spiritual reflection of the people, of the environment, and that's all about it when we say about its context. So it's just how the structure is connected to its environment, or how it is being considered or put into account when it comes to this design. So the next one is the conclusion. So as presented there, it is when we design a structure, art, science, and context are all put into account or into consideration, because the art, the science, and the context are help in designing the overall architectural design, the overall architectural designs, because this is where we get our concept, or the concept of the building that we are designing. So, or the design building that I presented earlier. So, aesthetic, functionality, and durability. So this, as I say earlier, art, it just help to present the elements and the principles of art that were presented in the buildings, help to present its aesthetics or the beauty of the building. The science help and its functionality and durability, because put into account or consideration the materials that we're gonna use, or the materials that we're gonna use, or the utilized materials in a structure. So it also includes its durability, because the materials depends on it. So also the functionality. When we say into context, what will be the function of this building, or the design and its function, reflects each other or satisfy each other. Next, and the construction methods are all taken into account, as like what I say during this science and art and architecture. It is important to know the construction methods, such as what are we gonna use, the techniques that we're gonna apply, and this that would help the building, not just for its functionality, but also involve its durability and its aesthetics, which also incorporates science, as I said earlier, to comprehend the environment and building materials. So, yep, this is what the contents of our architectural design in terms of science, art, and then context, how this three is being put into account or is being considered in creating all of this, all of those presented structures. So I'm able to, or the architects were able to express the concept, or the aesthetics, the beauty of it, the function of it, the engineering behind it, the construction method, the structural plannings behind it, and of course its context, how it reflects its environment, how it is being connected with its environment, how the some of the social, the spiritual, and traditional, or the cultural, is being fragmented into this structure. So that would be all, and thank you for listening.